English listening skills. Endangered animals. Intermediate. How to use this video. Soon you will listen to an audio about endangered animals. When the audio pauses, you will be asked questions. Make a note of your answers and see your results at the end. The more questions you get right, the more you understood the audio. Let's begin with some vocabulary. Endangered. Of a species in danger of no longer existing. The Sumatran orangutan is an endangered species. Conservation. The act of protecting something from change, loss, injury, etc. Wildlife conservation is very important to protect endangered species. Extinct. No longer existing. The dodo is an extinct species of bird. Habitat. An area or place where an animal or plant species normally lives. The giraffe's natural habitat is the African savanna. Population. All of the animals who belong to the species, or all of the people who live in a particular place. The population of Tokyo is 13.96 million. Part 1. What are endangered animals? An endangered animal is an animal from a species that is very likely to become extinct in the future. When an animal becomes extinct, it no longer exists. The dodo bird is a famous example of an extinct animal. According to the WWF, there are more than 41,000 endangered species. The WWF is the World Wildlife Fund, and they are an independent conservation organization. Their mission is to create a world where people and wildlife can thrive together. Question 1. What is an endangered animal? A. An animal that no longer exists. B. An animal at threat of extinction. Or C. An animal from a species that is thriving and there are lots of them. Question 2. Is the dodo bird an endangered or an extinct animal? A. Endangered. B. Extinct. Question 3. According to the WWF, how many species of animals are endangered? A. 41. B. 4,100. C. 41,000. Let's see if you got those answers correct. The answer to question 1, what is an endangered animal, is B, an animal at threat of extinction. The answer to question 2, is the dodo bird endangered or extinct, is B, the dodo bird is extinct. It no longer exists. And question 3, according to the WWF, how many species of animal are endangered? And the answer was C, 41,000. Part 2, the Javan rhino. Once found throughout Southeast Asia, Javan rhinos have suffered a staggering decline in their numbers due to hunting and habitat loss. Javan rhinos are named after the island of Java, Indonesia, which is the only island where they can now be found. On the island of Java, there are approximately 75 rhinos. The Jung Kulon National Park is the last remaining refuge for Javan rhinos. Javan rhinos are facing extinction due to a number of threats. These threats include a shrinking habitat, not enough food, natural disasters, disease, poaching, and also potential inbreeding. Question 4. How many Javan rhinos are left in the wild? A. Approximately 650. B. Approximately 750. Or C. Approximately 75. Question 5. Where do Javan rhinos live? A. Indonesia. B. Sumatra. C. Borneo. Question 6. Why is the Javan rhino facing extinction? And here's the answers. Question 4. How many Javan rhinos are left in the wild? The answer is C. Approximately 75 Javan rhinos are left in the wild. Question 5. Where do Javan rhinos live? And the answer is A. Javan rhinos are exclusively found on the island of Java in Indonesia. And question 6. Why is the Javan rhino facing extinction? Threats to the Javan rhino include a shrinking habitat, not enough food, natural disasters, disease, poaching, and inbreeding. Part 3. The mountain gorilla. The mountain gorilla is a subspecies of the eastern gorilla. They live in two isolated populations, both of which are in high-altitude forests in the mountainous regions of the Democratic Republic of Congo, Rwanda, and Uganda, and in the Bwindi Impenetrable National Park of Uganda. There is a long history of political instability and poverty surrounding these areas. This is a threat to the gorilla populations, as people are forced to move closer to the gorillas' habitats. However, there is some good news. Despite the challenges, mountain gorilla populations are recovering. This is thanks to conservation and intervention from international and local groups through the International Gorilla Conservation Programme. Question 7. True or false? Mountain gorillas live in many places and the populations are not isolated. Question 8. True or false? There is no hope for recovering the population of mountain gorillas. True. Mountain gorillas will definitely be extinct in the next 10 years, even if there is conservation and intervention. Or false? There has been a promising recovery of mountain gorilla populations thanks to the conservation work, though they are still in danger. And let's check the answers. Question 7. The answer is false. Mountain gorillas live in two isolated populations in the high-altitude mountainous forest regions of the DRC, Rwanda and Uganda, and in the Bwindi Impenetrable National Park. Question 8. And the answer again is false. There has been a promising recovery of mountain gorilla populations thanks to conservation work, though the species is still in danger. Part 4. The hawksbill turtle. The hawksbill turtle is one of 7 species of marine turtle. Hawksbill turtles are found in the tropical and subtropical waters of the Atlantic, Indian, and Pacific Oceans. There are believed to be 20,000 to 23,000 nesting turtles. It is difficult to assess the true population of turtles due to their nature as ocean wanderers. Over the past 30 years, there has been an 80% reduction in the worldwide population of hawksbill turtles. This is a result of accidental capture in fishing gear, the destruction of nesting habitat, damage to coral reefs, and the illegal trade of their shells and other products. In the future, climate change, rising sea levels, and plastic pollution could cause further threat to their population. At present, they are listed as being critically endangered. Question 9. Why is the population assessed by the number of nesting turtles? A. Researchers didn't have time to count any more turtles. B. It would be too difficult to assess as the turtles are ocean wanderers and they are hard to track down and count. Or C. It is easier to count nesting turtles as they are slower and larger, therefore easier to count. Question 10. What 3 factors may be a future risk to the hawksbill turtle? Question 11. How much has the population of hawksbill turtles decreased over the past 30 years? A. By 8%, B. By 80%, or C. By 800%. Question 9. The population of hawksbill turtles is assessed by the number of nesting turtles because it would be too difficult to assess the whole population of turtles, as they are ocean wanderers and they are hard to track down and count. Question 10. The 3 factors that may be a future risk to hawksbill turtles are climate change, rising sea levels, and plastic pollution. And finally, question 11. Over the past 30 years, the hawksbill turtle population has decreased by 80%. WWF says, as our modern society gets more resource intensive, natural spaces are shrinking and wildlife numbers are declining. Our 2022 Living Planet report shows global wildlife populations have plummeted by 69% on average since 1970. While there have been amazing and inspirational wildlife successes and stories in the past, many animals are still endangered, mostly due to unsustainable human-led activities. Currently, on the International Union for Conservation of Nature (IUCN) Red List, more than 41,000 species have been assessed to be under threat of extinction. This reading exercise was created thanks to the WWF. You can read more about endangered animals and the work of the WWF by visiting their website, wwf.org.uk.